Hello and welcome to Classes of Breathe. Today we are going to study Geography, Chapter 5, Natural Vegetation of India. So let's start. Importance of forest. Forests cover 30% of the Earth's surface and they are important not only for the human beings and animals but also for the planet Earth as a whole. We depend on forests to meet many of our needs. Just look around yourself to see how forests have affected your life. From the breakfast you eat to the book you read, and from the medicines that you use to the bus or car that you use to travel, forest products are used in many of our day-to-day activities. So first point is, forests provide livelihood. Around 1.6 billion people depend on forests for their livelihood. According to a study, over 2 billion people rely on forests for shelter, livelihood, food and fuel security. Second point, forests are biodiversity hotspots. Forests are home to more than 80% of all terrestrial species of animals, plants and insects. Third is, forests serve as a watershed. A watershed is a high piece of land that catches rainfall and other precipitation and divides the flow of water into a marsh, stream, river, lake or groundwater. They also provide critical habitat for fish and wildlife. In addition, forested watersheds provide abundant recreation opportunities, help support local economies, provide an inexpensive source of drinking water and improve the quality of our lives. Fourth point is economic benefits. Forests offer a wide range of economic and social benefits. They sustain a large number of full-time jobs in such activities such as logging, lumbering, and so on. In addition, they also provide income from forest tourism. Fifth point, climatic control. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. Every year humans add a huge amount of CO2 by burning fossil fuels, which has contributed to global warming. Trees use energy from sunlight to convert CO2 into the atmosphere into sugar. We can plant trees as young forests grow rapidly and soak up carbon more quickly than mature forests. Last point is, forests help in regulating atmospheric temperature. Trees and soil help to regulate atmospheric temperature through a process called evapotranspiration, which helps to stabilize the climate. Additionally, they enrich the atmosphere by absorbing greenhouse gases and producing oxygen. Trees also help to remove air pollutants. We can ensure that the forests continue to provide environmental benefits for future generations by replacing the felled trees with new ones. Natural vegetation. It is the vegetation that grows without the interference of man and adapts itself to the limitations of the natural environment. Now, forest in India. Depending upon climate, soil, relief and structure, Indian forest can be divided into the following categories. Tropical evergreen forest, second tropical deciduous or monsoon forest, third tropical desert, fourth littoral forest and the fifth one is mountain forest. So first, tropical evergreen forest. They are found in areas receiving more than 200 centimeters of rainfall and an average temperature between 24 degrees Celsius and 27 degrees Celsius. Different trees germinate, grow and wither at different times, allowing the entire vegetation to look like evergreen forest. They are categorized by dense growth of trees of varying heights competing for sunlight with climbers and epiphytes. Epiphytes are the trees that grow on other trees. Due to the thick growth, sunlight does not penetrate through and the floor is quite dark. This forest have a large variety of species which are not found in pure stands. They produce valuable hardwoods such as mahogany, rosewood, ebony, sisam, ironwood, tun, bamboos and canes. Rosewood is used for making expensive furniture. Sisam is used for making furnitures. Mahogany is used for making furnitures, musical instruments, wall paneling and other items. Ebony is used as an ornamental wood, guitar picks and traditionally has been used in making the black pieces in chess sets. Second point, tropical deciduous or monsoon forest. It is found in areas of rainfall between 100 and 200 centimeters. These trees are deciduous, that is, they shed their leaves for about 6 to 8 weeks in hot weather when they face water shortage. The main trees in this forest are sal, teak, sandalwood, khair, arjun, mahua, simal, neem, mango, jackfruit and wattle. Sal, it is used in making railway sleepers and house construction. It is found in Bihar, MP, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Tripura and Assam. Second, teak. It is useful for making shipbuilding, furniture, etc. It is found in MP, Chhattisgarh, Assam, Bihar, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. Third, sandalwood trees. It provides sandalwood for handicrafts and sandalwood oil is used for making perfumery. It is mainly found in Karnataka. Fourth, simil. It is found It is used for making packing cases, matchboxes and toys. It is found in MP, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. Next is mountain forest. Mountain forests are found in mountain areas of India stretching from Kashmir to Assam. The trees found here are cheer pine, silver fir, deodar. Cheer pine is useful for the extraction of resin and turpentine. It is also used for making tea sets. It is found mainly in Kashmir, UP and Punjab. Second, silver fir. It is found growing in the northwestern and eastern Himalayas. Its soft and white wood is used for pulp, paper, matches, packing cases and planking. Deodar. It is a very large coniferous tree. It occurs in Himachal Pradesh and Kashmir. Its wood is durable and oily and is used for making railway slippers and house construction. Next is tropical desert. It is found in areas getting less than 25 cm of rainfall with an average temperature of 25 degree to 27 degrees Celsius. The trees have long roots, small leaves, hard thorns and sharp spines to enable them to face the dry condition and protect themselves from animals. Last is littoral forest. They are found in and around deltas prone to tidal influence and can survive in brackish water. Its wood is hard, strong, resistant to water and is used for making boats. These forests are a valuable source of fuel wood. Next, conservation of forest. Forest conservation means the proper use of forest resources without causing any adverse effect on our economy and environment. People's participation in any forest conservation program is important. Vana Mahotsava was launched to make people aware of the importance of planting trees. The Chipko movement is a perfect example of general public awareness about forest. Social forestry may be defined as the science and art of growing trees in and outside traditional forest areas like barren and deforested lands with the purpose of helping environment, social and rural areas. Agroforestry is a method and system of land management involving the simultaneous cultivation of face crops and trees. It ensures a continued food supply, some continuous economic return and the avoidance of soil degradation. Some steps that we can take for forest conservation are: indiscriminate deforestation should be prohibited. Wastage of forest resources such as timber and fuel wood should be avoided. Alternative sources of energy such as biogas should be used to supplement fuel wood. Forest fires should be prevented. Reforestation of the deforested areas should be undertaken. Large afforestation should be done in areas unfit for agriculture. Operations called improved cutting and selective cutting should be adopted in forest management. We all must realize the fact that the destruction of forest is an irreversible process and that the uses of forest, both indirect and indirect, are so large that forests are an index of prosperity. Keeping in view the benefits that we derive from forest, it is very important that strong steps are taken to conserve forest. So here we have completed the chapter Natural Vegetation of India. If you have any doubts, please comment me down, and if you like the video, please turn the black thumb blue and subscribe the channel. And thanks for watching.